Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome. This is Fubu Radio, the best of hip-hop and R&B. I'm your girl, Chrys Childs, and you are now tuned into The Blend. Make sure you stay involved and follow us at Official Fubu Radio. Stay in and know we got lots to talk about today. Everything from Kobe, Popeyes, and the VMAs. So stay tuned. That's DJ Herc on the set. And again, this is The Blend. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back. This is Fubu Radio, the best of hip-hop and R&B. I'm your girl, Chrys Childs. That's DJ Herc on the set.
What up, love?
Welcome back, Herc.
How you feeling?
This is The Blend, baby.
Oh,
we always feel good.
I love to be home. I love to be home.
Love it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Always good vibes.
It's always good vibes. We blending things up. We having a good time. All that good stuff. You know what? First and foremost, again, I have to remind all of our viewers to make sure that they follow us on all social media platforms. Follow us at Official Fubu Radio. Follow me, your girl, Chrys Childs, Crystal White. Don't ask me why, just do it. And follow DJ Herc. DJ Herc, let them know.
DJ Hercules _787. I'm on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? This is The Blend, the hottest show on Fubu Radio. What's up, Chris? Talk to him, baby. I'm excited to be here with you.
I'm always excited to have you here.
Always.
You know, it's always good vibes. You know, my birthday twin. They don't know we birthday twins.
Oh, they don't know about that?
They don't know we birthday twins.
Yo, curry eyes in the building.
That's right. You already know it's all about the good vibes and the moon right now. And I want to tell my people, if you're feeling a little down, you know, if you're feeling out of whack, it's okay. You know, there's a major shift right now. Everybody's feeling, you know, I don't know, like it's just that time to just change things up. The seasons are changing. It's the end of summer. The weather has changed rapidly.
I love this weather.
You know, I do love this weather. But you know what I don't love about this weather is that it was 90 degrees 2 days ago, and then the next day it was like
it's
a
like
20 degree
weather.
drop. You know, like just give me some time to get used to it. You know, I love boot weather. Don't get it twisted.
I love the jackets.
You know what I'm saying? I know all my New Yorkers is happy to bring out their Timbs again. You know, even though my real dudes, they don't really care. They wore their Timbs all summer.
All year
anyway,
round, yeah.
And that's okay. But you know what? It is time. You know, it's time for the transition. It's time for the change. All right, well, you know what, Herc, how are you doing? How was your week before we get into the nitty-gritty? Because you know I always got lots of things to talk about.
Oh man, I'm blessed. I feel great. The week is good. I'm being honest, I'm a fall winter guy, so I love the hoodies. I love the jackets. I'm so ready to switch up the
you
wardrobe.
in your element?
Yes, I'm so ready.
You're in your element. All right, well, we missed DJ Just, so shout out to him. You know, he's so lucky he couldn't come in today because I was going to roast him, boy. I was going to roast him good.
He was going on a Ratchet Report?
Yeah, nah, he was totally going on a report. Like, let me tell you something. You know, Just comes up on here and we talk about the weekly lineup. You know, we got to let you guys know what's going on later on during the show, where to go. But you know, Just is always like, oh, you don't invite me nowhere. You don't hang out with the kid. You don't party with the kid. And guess what? I went right to his hood, went and partied, hit him up. And he's like, yeah, hit me when you touch down. And you know what he tell me?
What he said?
I fell asleep.
Oh, Just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got him with him.
I got to hang out. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, so he fell asleep and I had a great time, hung out with DJ Webstar, a couple of homegirls, and you know, just doing what we do, because life is about spontaneous adventures. So you got to go out there and, you know, be adventurous and hop around and meet new people and have a good time.
But you know, we're Aquarius, so that's where we live.
Oh yeah, we live in that. And then people get shocked because then when we don't live in that, it's completely closed.
They think something's wrong.
It's two opposite ends of the spectrum, you know? So, you know, we're going to let you into our world just until next time. But you know what? We're all going to Atlanta for one music fest.
ATL, what's
so
up?
he ain't got no excuse. I'm be waking y'all up. Listen, I only need 3 hours of sleep.
I don't need
and
2.
if it's a party weekend, exactly, I need like maybe 1.5.
Facts.
So I don't know if y'all ready. All right,
well, I'll bring the Tito's and you bring the what?
I mean, champagne, but you know, I'll drink the Tito's with you.
Yeah.
I'll drink the Tito's.
Because you know, your vacation time was crazy. We ain't gonna talk about that.
It's like, we ain't never gonna talk about it. They gotta make sure they follow me. And then randomly when I get drunk, I post all the things that I wish I should have posted before. Have you ever been in a situation where you had such a great time and then you wake up to like 1 million text messages and DMs and you know you were drinking last night and it's like,
oh my God.
all right, let me get the courage up to look at this Instagram story.
That's a fact.
You know, your Snapchat story. Hope like your friends didn't have you running down a naked hallway type of night.
Streaking.
You know? But it's all in good fun. It's about who you surround yourself with. You know? Alright, so, you know, I gotta update everybody on what's going on. We're gonna take a quick break, but I wanna let you know, like, Kobe said some things.
What?
He basically, you know, we gotta get into that after the break, but I wanna let the people know Kobe's out here saying that he would have won 12 rings if it wasn't for lazy ass Shaq.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll get more into that, and then we're also going to talk about the Popeyes craze and listen, I got some guests in the building. We're talking about the entrepreneurial spirit, all that stuff. So, make sure you stay tuned. Follow us on social media. Follow us on all platforms. And, just rock out with us. This is DJ Kirk on a set. Again, I'm Chrys Childs. This is The Blend. And you're listening to Fubu Radio. Okay, that's DJ Kirk rocking out right here at Fubu Radio, killing it with the vibe, setting the mood.
Yeah.
And you just now tuning in. This is The Blend.
Yeah.
Alright? Make sure you follow him, man. He's got the super mix. Like, it's the vibe provider, man.
You know what? I get into this zone. The music just put me in that zone.
Yeah.
I start going through these metamorphoses.
Yeah, I like that. Metamorphosis. Yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's that Aquarius stuff. We want to put you onto the good energy up in here.
Yes.
So, yes, fill us out. Rock out with us. This is Fubu Radio, baby.
Indeed.
All right. If you guys just now joining us, guys, I have some things I want to share with you. All right. So, like I said, Kobe had a recent interview where he was just basically talking his talk, being Kobe Bryant, you know what I'm saying? Saying that, if Shaq wasn't so lazy, he would have won 12 rings by now. I mean, listen, to put it all out there, it did come from a loving place. You know what I'm saying? It was a lighthearted conversation. He said it's not like he ain't never said this to Shaq himself. And he said that's actually a lot of the reasons why they were fighting. You know what I'm saying? Because he just felt like Shaq could have went harder. Shaq has all this power. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is a great basketball player, but he didn't really put the 100% dedication into it like he did, like Kobe did himself. So he felt that had Shaq went the extra mile, he would have been the greatest of all time. He said literally, would have been the greatest of all time. We're talking about surpassing Michael Jordan.
You big in sports? Are you big on sports?
I mean, I like to watch the games, I like to
What
watch
do you
the
think?
games.
What do you think about, I think Shaq was a little bit at the end of, because he take a lot of beatings, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He take a lot of beatings in that center. Yeah.
I mean, he was saying that he didn't want to run those laps. Like, he was out lapping him and everything. So it was just a matter of focus and discipline. And if we know Shaq to be the powerhouse that he is, and if someone's telling you like, listen, that was him at his lazy state, then yeah, maybe he could have had the capabilities to be the greatest, if not one of the greatest.
Kobe was a great player, right?
Kobe was a great player, but he also feels that if Shaq would have pushed himself, he would have got those 3 extra rings.
Okay.
Opinion. So he, listen, he said he definitely said all this stuff, but it was lighthearted. He was like, that they family, all their differences set aside. You know what I'm saying? But if it comes down to it, let's be great. If you're gonna do it, be great. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Kobe, shout out to Shaq, because that's one thing you definitely have to say. If you're gonna do it, go hard or go home.
There you go.
And I think that's where he was going with it. It's not to bash anybody, but it's like, yo, if you're great and this is you at your minimal level, imagine what you can do if you just put something.
You push it to the max.
Yeah, push it to the limit, right?
There you go.
All right. Anybody catch the VMAs?
I caught a little bit of it.
You caught a little bit of it? I caught a little bit of it too. Yeah. It was actually pretty good. Like, Missy did her thing.
Missy's an icon.
I love her.
I love Missy.
I love her. I'm super excited to hear new music from her. I'm super excited. Like, I saw new snippets of her new videos. Yeah. I mean, it is just super cool.
Is she still racy and still like she's different?
It's all colorful, imagination. Like when you think like imagination.
I love Missy.
That's Missy, all right?
I love Missy.
I love her. So listen, we need that resurgence of music back. Like again, everything changes in every generation, and music changes. But you know what? An icon is always going to be an icon. It's always going to bring that nostalgia, that energy. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to hear some Missy. You know what I'm saying? With the next break, just to go on the record. I love me some Missy, man. Okay. But the performances are wild. Actually, Miley Cyrus, she's going through all that drama with breaking up with Liam, her husband. They were together for years off and on. She's the wild child of the group, the black sheep, or whatever the case may be. But she had her performance at the VMAs. And I thought it was really interesting. I was like, yo, I gotta watch this. Because especially with all the drama, I want to see if she's gonna like throw any subs or, keep it clean and cordial. You know what I'm saying? She threw them subs. She threw all the subs. She dropped all the bombs.
Exactly what she said.
She came in like a wrecking ball, all right? And then I have to definitely talk about this performance because this is one of those relationships where people felt like she was the wild child. It probably wouldn't have lasted, and that they really are blaming her because, she hooked up with somebody else's ex-wife, so now she's like kind of bisexual or whatever the case may be. Miley's always finding herself. I'm not mad at anybody finding themselves, It's much harder for celebrities to live their life and find themselves because they are constantly in the spotlight being judged by so many people on social media and television, radio, etc. So it's much harder to make those type of mistakes, especially when you have so many people looking at you. But with this performance, I guess she wanted to make it known what her side was without it being like a media statement. Right. But I don't know, it's kind of harsh. I think when it comes to relationships, you kind of have to respect the other person because it's painful. And granted there are things that you want to say, and granted there are things that you're feeling, but she referenced she didn't want the pills and the whiskey, which means that she's blaming him for using drugs and alcohol. She also made some references about, I'm not 17 anymore. You can't control me. You know, so you can tell maybe there's some communication issues within that relationship, which is why she feels the need to use it through her music. You know, but artists also use their pain to explain, and that's what gives us good music. Absolutely. It was a great performance. They filmed it in black and white. It was very touching. You know, I'm all for it, you know, but I don't know. What do you think about breakups? Like, should they be like private, celebrity or not?
Absolutely. I think some part of your life should be for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't give it to the world. Some certain things just keep to yourself.
Definitely. All right, so let's move on. Popeyes, huh? Yeah. All right.
Did you try it?
I don't eat chicken.
Oh.
I don't eat red meat. So it is one of those things where it's like I kind of see the craze a little bit differently. Okay, listen, there's a couple of things that I want to address on this. Number one, this was the freest marketing campaign from Popeyes that literally sold them out. And from a video that went viral about how good the chicken sandwich is, that literally took over the internet, and everybody's lining up for Popeyes. So this came from a video that went viral. Now, number two, they did sell out. They sold out all the chicken sandwiches.
Indeed.
And they said that they expect it to go till September. Here's my problem.
Go.
You sold out on all the chicken sandwiches, you expect to go to September? Are these sandwiches not fresh? Is this what you're so you guys lined up for sandwiches that were probably supposed to be in a freezer till September? And y'all out here acting crazy and a fool and breaking things, really making us look like a society of like trending, crazed individuals. We already have so many issues where, again, us as Americans, we have to realize that the whole world is watching us because the things we're going through with politics, Trump, you know, all these other things that we've spoken on past shows. And then now we're looking crazy like we just follow the trend over a chicken sandwich. We're fighting lines, running people over for a sandwich that's frozen. I don't. And then here's another, then number three, because then we're gonna take a break. But number three,
break it down for him.
all that free marketing, right? All of that reposting, all the hashtagging that we went into. How many of y'all got friends that got businesses?
Word.
How many of y'all got families that got businesses? How many of y'all got businesses yourselves that y'all wish people supported? Like y'all do these memes and these social media crazes and these challenges. It makes us look crazy. We have the #1 buying power in the United States of America, and we continually prove that not only do we have the money, but we prove that we don't want to spend it within our own communities. So, guys, I'm all for, you know, having a little fun and jumping on a bandwagon here and there, but there are a few holes in this story. And I need us to start reevaluating what we're doing and what we're putting our money towards. I want Wakanda. Where's my Wakanda? If we can freaking spend that much money on Popeyes, can we build Wakanda, please? I'm just saying. Let's pull it together, guys. It's not that deep, all right? And, you know, and I'm not saying this as a person who doesn't eat chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I see it clearer because I don't eat chicken. You know?
That's how they're going to look at you, too. You don't eat chicken, so what the hell are you talking about?
What the hell am I talking about? Listen. And listen, but you know what? It was very entertaining to watch. Wendy's and all of them was going back and forth on Twitter. Twitter's actually kind of funny between the companies. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's a chicken sandwich. It ain't that deep. Don't nobody got to get hurt. Let's live our lives. Let's be great. All right?
Yeah.
All right. So when we come back, we're going to have a guest. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you follow us at Official Fubu Radio. Follow me, your girl, Chrys Child. Chrys with Y. Don't ask me why. And when we come back, we're going to talk about a little bit more and get a little mixy up in here. All right? So this is The Blend. We'll be right back.
Let's do it.
All right. Fubu Radio, The Blend. DJ Kirk on the set. I'm your girl, Chrys Childs. Chrys why? Don't ask me why. Just do it.
Yo, Chrys, I'm gonna tell you something. I feel so good being up here again. I don't know. Every time we together, the vibe is crazy.
It's a good
so
vibe.
I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I feel comfortable.
I appreciate that. You know what else we gotta make feel comfortable?
Who that?
Our guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
His name Bink Badd, B-A-D-D. What's up?
What's up?
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. You know, we got a baddie in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Miss Entrepreneurial Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Rapper. Like, what's going on?
So, I'm a rapper.
Okay.
You know, obviously, I've always loved hip hop. Like, I grew up on it since a young age. But I wanted to bring value to the culture. Like, growing up, I saw a lot of people do the same stuff. Like, you know, they rap, they do their shows, but I never felt like there was a connection to the community.
Okay.
So, you know, coming up in a time where Obama was the president and he told everybody to go to school, I went to school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I got my degree. I got my master's degree in human resource management, and I write resumes. You know,
Okay.
I saw, like, I worked as a recruiter, and I saw our people getting turned down for jobs because they didn't know how to represent themselves on paper.
Right.
And I'm a lyricist, so, you know, I could finesse
You're
your resume,
finessed
you know
it.
what I'm saying? I could finesse your verse, you know. And so I wanted to do something. I want my brand and my music to be about the community capitalizing off what I have to offer.
Right.
So,
So that's your music focus. So talk to me about your lyrics. So like, what is, I don't know, what would you think is your most popping song right now? What are you talking about?
my song, I Might Drip,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I'm from Cleveland, so, you know,
Okay,
the
Cleveland in the
bone
house.
vibes, you know what I'm saying, with the lyrics and the harmony. I was inspired by so much. Like, living in the Midwest, we get the North, we got Atlanta, and then we got a little bit of Cali too. And so I feel like that song is like a really good representation of the Midwest style.
Okay.
On a lyrical level.
So you're trying to put them on the map. Like, people don't really hear about people from the Midwest.
Yeah, it's you know, it's tough. Like, you know, we have Bone, but we can't just have Bone forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's my turn.
So I think that's interesting. You said since you get a little bit of everything, you get a little bit of the West Coast, East Coast, you know, down South vibe. What would you say is your biggest inspiration or like your biggest motivation as far as the music goes?
I would definitely say here, New York.
Mhm.
I mean, this is what when my first female rapper that I saw that I loved and looked at was Lil' Kim.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like 5 talking about I used to be scared of the.
Not even know what
right.
you're saying.
And my mother was like, "You scared of what?" You know what I'm saying? You know. And so I loved her, and just continuing to get that music, like coming up in that era, it was more about the culture of hip hop than
Right.
just I'm gonna rap, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna capitalize off of it. It was like these people, they grew up, you know what I'm saying, and I felt inspired by that.
Okay.
So it definitely has the most impact on making me like, I saw her, I said, oh, she could do it, I'm gonna do it.
That's it. That's how I'm gonna do it. So now, obviously, right now we have a huge resurgence of female rappers. Females are getting in the game. We dominating basically every field. Sorry, men, we love you guys. You guys been running things, and it's time for Mother Nature to take over. So females are really dominating the rap game right now. So you're at a time where you're coming in, and it just makes sense. How does that make you feel, like as far as putting your foot in the door?
It makes me feel really good. Like, I remember, I mean, I'm scholarly, you know what I'm saying? So I remember growing up and reading about this glass ceiling, you know what I'm saying? And reading in these history books about unequal pay. And so to finally be at a place where things are evolving, you know, with the internet, you just, if you want to do something, you could just pick up your phone and start doing it, and people are going to support it.
Mhm.
And so it's refreshing, it's exciting, but I still have respect for the men because I feel like they taught us the game.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I feel like it gets to a place where it's like men versus women instead of like, look, we all hip hop, right? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I still love the greats and I respect them, but I'm happy to have a chance to have a voice. I feel like it's long overdue.
Nice, nice. Eric, you have anything you want to say? I saw you kept going towards the mic, so.
Oh no, that's cool. I just love the fact that, you know, females are making a you know, resurgence into the game, because, you know, I've always loved female hip hop. I've always loved females in hip hop, especially when they have a strong stance. So it's definitely dope. I love to hear female voice in hip hop. I'm for it.
I'm all for it. We all for it. We love the women, right?
When you gonna rap, Chrys?
I mean, sometimes I be sitting here thinking,
Word, you got a
whatever,
verse?
like, you know, but, you know, not today, not today. You just take some notes first. You know, I'm trying to get my DJing together first.
Oh, all right. I got you on that. Well, me and Jess gonna help you on that one.
All right. So, Bink, tell us what you got coming up. Where can they follow you at? What's the next thing?
So I'm working on getting together a really dope EPK, you know, that I want to drop. I got this single, I Might Drip. Of course, I want y'all to check it out. It's streaming on all platforms. Instagram, Bink Badd, you know, and
Bink Badd.
Okay.
with 2 D's.
All right, well,
Right.
tell me a
Yes,
little
it.
more before I get into this record. Tell me a little more about it. What we gearing to, what we talking, who you talking to, and what you talking about.
Okay, so I'm all about speaking positive things into the environment. And so this song was like, it was orgasmic for me.
Ooh.
Because I had been out of rapping, like I hadn't been in the studio, I had just had a baby. And so I felt like, dang, you know, everybody's telling me, oh, you having that baby, you're not gonna be able to rap anymore. And so when I built up the courage, I'm like, man, you can't tell me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a mom, I can't be a rapper now.
Right.
So somebody sent me this beat, and it was just like, I went off, you know, and everything that I want to see for myself, what the universe is gonna give me is on this track.
Nice. I like that. Alright, so before we enter a song, I definitely want to ask one more thing because we talked about this Popeyes thing going viral and everything. So since you know things have the ability to go so viral, like within that, like where do you feel like you fit in as far as like the social media game of letting your music out there?
I feel like, you know, you have to put your music on the right platform. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people take to Instagram. Instagram really isn't for that. We learned Instagram because it's so user friendly, but I feel like YouTube is really the platform for promoting your music, and it's kind of hard to learn how to get that following on YouTube, but it's not impossible. But I definitely feel like if you appeal to the collective conscious, if your music inspires others, you know, people will get on the bandwagon, but they want to see that you're serious first.
All right, I like that. So I'm ready to get into this track.
I'm down to hear it. I want to hear this track.
Alright guys, make sure you stay tuned. This is official Fubu Radio. Follow us. Make sure you follow Bink Badd with 2 D's. Alright, and listen to this track. Alright, we'll be right back. This is Fubu Radio. This is The Blend. Chrys Childs and DJ Herc on the set. I have a question, like about actresses and actors in general.
I don't know why, but when you say I have a question, it's a look in your eye that makes me really
twinkle?
nervous.
No, don't be nervous. Conversation.
She's about to be so devious. Like I immediately have to tell myself, don't become defensive.
This is a safe space.
No, that's because Chris' eyes look through people's souls.
I'm like, listen.
So don't
But
get
she didn't look at me this time. She looked away. She said, I have a question.
Yeah,
I looked at the camera and then winked.
Yeah.
That's what
Right,
happened.
and she looked a different way.
It's cool.
I'm like,
Don't
wait
get
a minute,
nervous.
what does this mean?
Nah,
No, this is a safe space. I just want to know more about you. That's all.
Everybody said.
It's all right. We're good. All right. So as an actress, you obviously have to do all this research and to throw yourself into these roles. Do you ever feel when you're like completely involved in a role that you are that person in some sense? Like how do you disassociate from your real life during filming and going back in?
Well, for me, I'm not someone who's on a level where I'm balancing 2 shows as a series regular or a film that has been shooting or will be shooting for a really long time. So it's not as complicated for me to go in and out of characters because in between time I normally do have, you know, a good amount of time away from the character. I think the biggest issue was for like only a short amount of time I was doing the Juice and Power at the same time. And the only thing that was difficult was kind of turning off my southern accent for the show, for the Deuce. That was the only thing because the Deuce was the first show that I booked that was on a major platform. And even though I had done a lot of independent films and I did the film festival circuit, I wanted to be really like in the character for this. So I did a backstory. I started reading every book about escorting. I started watching everything on Netflix. And my family, like I have a lot of family from the South. And so like I tapped into that accent and I just went and did a whole deep dive. And when I'm home, I'm like walking like more slumped over. I'm like more like, so I was just in a whole different mind frame. So once I finished that season and I actually started auditioning again and then I auditioned for Power, besides a whole bunch of other reasons why I thought I wasn't going to get the role of Destiny for Power, I couldn't turn off the accent as easily. I was just always going back into a southern twang or drawl.
It came back to you naturally.
Yeah, so it was just like, dang, I hope I could shake this, but I didn't want to be crying and all of a sudden sound super southern. So yeah, but other than that, I haven't had the opportunity to really go into a whole method acting phase. And
so I gotta get you when you come back.
Yeah, like I have so much more that I really want to do. I think with everything though, I think Wu-Tang has put me in a space where besides the Deuce, I get to kind of like relive because with Destiny, that's a fictional character, and with Bernice from the Deuce, that's a fictional character for the most part. I mean, they're rooted in truths, being the theme of the series. But with Wu-Tang, it was such a everybody has to come to life.
Right.
Every character is a real character, even if they're representing more than one character. The main character of the underlining to just mannerisms, reactions, behavior, what they wear, like. The styling was a big part and big component of Wu-Tang, being that it's back in the 90s. And then, you know, his friend Mama Ganja is super flash. She has the jewelry. She got
the details.
Yeah, so I mean, like, they would try like 17 different outfits on, and we're like interchanging them and trying to figure it all out. And I'm like, no, I don't think she would wear this. No, I think she would wear that. There was a time where we was comparing old pictures to the new outfits. So it gets very complex. And when you do that, it makes you feel more like this other person.
Yes, I can see that. Yeah.
Even though the character or the scenes may not be so like big and grandiose as just like even the smallest thing as getting into character through your clothing. You just start to feel like, okay.
Yeah, it makes it authentic.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so this show is coming out September 4th.
Yes.
And it's on Hulu?
Yep.
All right, so are they gonna it's all coming out at one time, or we're gonna have to watch it week by week?
No, it's literally going to be the first 2 episodes, I think, on the 4th, and then every week after that, you'll get.
Oh, so we get to grow with you. We get to grow. All right. Anything else you want to tell us?
No.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, my restaurant,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
Company, Caribbean style lounge, nightclub,
Congratulations.
1729 Markley Street, Norristown, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to stop by.
Yeah, please do.
I'm gonna have to come by and do some coverage. Do some
Anything
drinks.
you guys want, you guys got, just let me know in advance so I can set it up for you guys.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm so serious. You know what? That's been like the hardest feat ever. So whatever you guys want to have parties and stuff there, just let me know. I need to get it jumping.
Let's get it live. You heard that. All right, Fubu Radio is in the building.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for coming, Andrea. It was an absolute pleasure. I gotta have you come back where it's a safe space and I don't make you nervous. We're gonna have a real girls conversation. Look at some politics.
Yes, we got a lot of things to talk about.
Right?
Right.
I gotta have you
let's do
back. All right, this is Fubu Radio. We're gonna take a quick break. This is The Blend. I'm your girl, Chrys Childs, DJ Herc on the set. Thank you, Andrea. We'll be right back.
Oh, there's a camera there. Oh, okay. I'm just not, yeah. Hi, guys.
Nice.
I must say, Chrys, you always have a dope show. Your vibe is crazy. Show is dope. If y'all don't know about Chrys Childs, she's super dope. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. I love being around you. So
I love being around you, birthday
Dope.
twin.
yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
February.
So, you a fan and you the DJ. Heard
Yeah,
you.
why not?
I'm a fan of you too. I ain't gonna front. We
Thank you.
vibe. We
I love
vibe.
it. I love it.
Listen, like we said before, guys, you gotta catch us in Atlanta at One Music Fest because we're gonna be providing the vibe
Man.
all day,
Man.
live. There's gonna be so many artists in the building. It's their 10-year anniversary.
Yo,
Talking
Chrys.
about Pharrell, Tiana Taylor,
Rick Ross.
Usher, Rick Ross,
DMX.
DMX.
Listen, X, I'm hollering at you when I get down there. Don't relax.
Wait, I think I saw it's a dope lineup.
Tiana Taylor,
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
I saw Janelle Monáe is gonna be there. I mean, it's gonna be
Usher.
crazy. Usher.
Pharrell.
Usher. I said all that already.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
It's excited.
So I gotta fall back. I gotta relax.
It's all right.
Tory Lanez
But listen, like as always, we got that lineup. We know what's going on. You gotta hit us up for the party vibes, man.
Absolutely.
But you guys, we want you to party. This is the time of day where we get to tell you what's going on, what's happening, where to go, and who's gonna be there. All right, so we already told you to get your tickets for Music Fest. That's September 7th and 8th.
Serious.
That is Saturday and Sunday. All right, all day festival. We gonna be exhausted, but we're still gonna party. So party with us if you're in ATL. Hit us up, hit our line, hit our DMs. We got you. We're gonna invite you out. All right. Also, Shanghai Red if you want to check me out this weekend. And I think I am doing the last boat party of the summer. I'm gonna be doing a little bottle service, rep your set, and all that other good stuff. All right. Do you have anything going on, Herc, before we get out of here?
You
got
what?
12 seconds.
I got a couple of give back events. I'm doing an event in the Bronx. I'll be in the BX. We giving back to the AIDS Foundation, so I'll be there Saturday.
Nice. All right, so it's back to school, guys. I hope you got your supplies. I hope you're ready. Get your minds right. Get your entrepreneurial spirit on.
Yes.
All right, and let's get focused. All right, the summer's over, but that doesn't mean everything else is. All right, so this is The Blend. I'm your girl, Chrys Childs, DJ Herc. Thank you for blessing us with these vibes. And you know what? Same time, next week,
Blend,
every day,
baby.
right? All right, this is The Blend. Later.